Hey, quick moment before anything else. If you're someone who feels when a picture lacks punch, when highlights wash out in bright rooms, or when your TV just doesn't hold attention the way it should, then the TCL 757 is exactly the upgrade you've been circling. Before you dive deeper, check the current price and availability. TVs this size and capability don't stay stable for long, and waiting almost always turns into why didn't I act sooner? You didn't wake up one day craving a bigger screen, you just noticed subtle things stacking up. A game that looks good but not great. HDR scenes that feel loud instead of rich. Bright room glare that keeps pulling your eyes away from the action. You knew it was time the moment you stopped feeling impressed and started feeling frustrated. The first nights with this are almost coming. The brightness holds up in daylight without screaming for attention. Colors feel controlled and expressive. Motion stays smooth instead of blurrier than it should be. You stop fiddling with picture settings because everything just fits. Movies feel cinematic in a way your old set never achieved. Sports feel alive and immediate. Fast motion doesn't pull you out of the scene, it keeps you in it. Even casual browsing and streamed content suddenly feel more intentional and less like background noise. What really stands out isn't just the size, it's the balance. Bright scenes stay bold without losing detail. Dark scenes keep richness without collapsing into gray. Once you experience that level of consistency, going back feels like stepping sideways instead of forward. Don't wait for odd price swings or stock weirdness. If this is already on your mind, delaying usually turns into regret later. You might worry a screen this large is overwhelming. That's the surprise, it actually organizes your space. Everything feels open instead of cluttered. And the sound holds its own with Dolby Atmos, making dialogue and effects feel like they belong together, not fighting for your attention. There's a certain pride that comes with owning something like this. You don't want to upgrade again soon. You don't browse TVs idly anymore. You just enjoy what's on screen and know you made a choice that actually matters to the way you live and watch. Big, immersive screen that feels intentional, brightness that works in any room, motion that stays composed, and smooth balanced color that respects detail, sound that fills your space confidently. It demands decent viewing distance once experienced. Weak panels feel wrong at some point. You stop comparing stats and numbers. You choose the screen you already kept imagining in your space. Don't let this become one of those upgrades you push off and look back on with a sigh. Check the price, see what stock looks like now, and make the move while it still feels like the right moment. If you're ready for your everyday viewing to finally match your standards, this is it.